Hello YouTube, Freddie Cardona here. Welcome back to another Fred Drives video. This one is at night, and we're starting this drive off in Denville at the Veggie Heaven. Love Veggie Heaven. And we're going to take a drive to Paterson. So we're going to follow the navigator as I narrate where I am, what street I'm on. So we're heading to East Main right now from this street. Let's see, what street are we on? What street are we on? If anybody knows the name of this street, we're passing the Denville Dog and Grill. And we're on the intersection here on Route 46, and we're going to take this east to Paterson, New Jersey. I did clean my windows with Windex. Maybe I should try to do it a little bit more. I see some smudges. I wonder if that's on the outside. Let me see. No, it looks like it's on the inside. We're now on Route 46 East. And I'm going to pull over here for a moment. Alright, I did my best to try to clean the windshield a little bit. And now we're going to try this again. Hopefully we don't get too much glare. And we shouldn't now, because there's not going to be that many incoming cars coming the other way. Oh yes, well actually there is. Alright, nonetheless, we'll continue our drive on 46 East at night. The Billiards Town Hall is on the left. Helping Santa since 1978. So this drive doesn't look like it's going to be completely on 46 East. I think at some point we're going to go on 80 East as we're entering the borough of Mountain Lakes and crossing Far Hill Road on 46 East on a beautiful night. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Freddie Cardona. I have a YouTube channel, as you may know. You're watching the video now. And on that YouTube channel, as we go past Paul's Diner, I have three main shows, or playlists as they're called on the platform. One is Fred Drives, which is, this video is a part of that. These episodes are being uploaded on Sundays as part of the Sunday Driver program. On Saturdays, I upload Pride in Paterson. As many of you know, I am a Patersonian, born and raised, and I fill YouTube with all the places in Paterson that many YouTubers don't want to show you. They only want to show you the 2 or 3 neighborhoods and call them Paterson hoods, as if that's all that Paterson is. But anyway, I digress. And my other playlist is Driving and the News as we enter Parsippany Troy Hills. That playlist uploads daily from Monday through Friday generally. There are times that I don't upload, and the reason for that is those videos are uploaded during my morning commute when I'm going to work. The premise behind Driving in the News is, if many of you recall when the newspaper was a thing, in the morning you'd read the newspaper before going to work. So what I'm doing is I am listening to the news on my way to work, and specifically 1010 Wins in the New York metropolitan area. And the mission there is to record history for posterity. So that 10 years from now, you can go back to one of my videos, pick a random date, and you can listen to whatever was going on in the news on that particular day. And we started doing that now. I think this is our 3rd month, as my navigator is telling me to make a right on Cherry Hill Road. Cherry Hill Road. With this playlist, I recommend that you subscribe, because you never know when I'll be driving in your area or when your neighborhood is going to be featured. So for that reason, I recommend that you subscribe. Like this video, because it really does help the channel, and it lets me know that what I am doing is worth it and is being enjoyed. And it reminds me of the toys at Christmas, that kids' Christmas show, what is it, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Misfit toys. All the toys wanted were to be loved by a child. All my videos want is to be loved by a viewer. There you go. As we get ready to go on 80 East. Bumpy. I said before, I don't do many nighttime drives, and a couple of subscribers mentioned that they actually enjoy the nighttime drives. So I'm going to try to do a few more of these as we get ready to go on Route 80 East. Right. So for those of you that are new, my subscribers, I call them the backseaters, especially for the driving videos. They are in here with me vicariously through my video. And I mentioned in past videos that sometimes the views go up to like 200, 150. That's a lot of people to be in this car. So I'm hoping you guys are comfortable here in the back seat, or the seat here in front of me. I hope there's room and you guys are making space for each other back there as we drive on Route 80 East with Freddie Cardona. There are times that I will allow the sounds of the road to permeate on the video, the organic sounds, as we go past Route 43, exit 43, sorry about that, exit 43, Morristown, Somerville. Approaching exit 45, Lake Hiawatha, Whippany. I wanted to bring you guys with me on this drive. I hesitate sometimes to make a video on one of these major roads because there's so many of them on YouTube. I think it's saturated with Route 80 drives and Parkway drives and Turnpike drives. But nonetheless, you're here with me today as we actually go past exit, or we're getting ready to go past exit 45. And I wanted to take this time to thank all of my subscribers. At the recording of this video, we got 1,770 subscribers. We're looking to grow the community. As we continue our drive on 80 East. turn on the radio and play some music for you. In fact, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little bit of the news just to see what's going on. Let's listen to what's happening in the news today.
Al-Mariam's extradition was lawful and his government was simply cooperating with an international judicial framework. Dibaba named Massoud as the bookmaker for the Lockerbie attack that killed 270 people and said that Libya had to wipe the mark of terrorism from the Libyan people's forehead. He provided no hard evidence for any of his allegations and did not elaborate on the government's role in Massoud's handover. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
And not all TikTok videos are dancing and making butter boards. TikTok can also be an educational tool, with some students turning to TikTok to learn about subjects ranging from Black history to sexuality.
This comes as more than a dozen states passed laws restricting classroom discussions on issues including racism. Former teacher Isis Band thinks it's great that young people
going past exit 47A. So for those of you who are curious, today is Saturday, December 17th. So that's the news you're hearing for Saturday, December 17th.
Span says when kids find out more about history, it affects how they think about themselves and their futures because it is important.
For kids to have that meal.
That's reporter Allison Keyes reporting. You can hear the entire interview on the podcast Kaleidoscope with Allison Keyes on Apple or wherever you get your podcasts. Wednesday's time, 6:37. Coming up, Sharon Osbourne has been hospitalized. That story is next in entertainment news.
Guys, 2022's in a roller coaster year, so spoil her this Christmas by giving her the next best thing to wearing nothing at all with soft, silky, naturally new pajamas exclusively from Pajamagram. Sensuous and smooth, naturally new pajamas feel just like her own bare skin, even more alluring than lingerie. The texture and touch of these pajamas is so seductive that you'll both love the feel of them.
These cars are flying by.
And you'll love the way they look. Best of all, Pajamagram does the wrapping for you with free gift packaging. Order today and Pajamagram will also include a free matching naturally nude nightie with the purchase of
Entering the town of Montville. Montville.
Just go to Pajamagram.com. It's fast, easy, and delivery by Christmas is guaranteed. That's Pajamagram.com.
Wednesday news time, 6:38. Now in entertainment news. Ozzy Osbourne. We're talking about Sharon Osbourne. She's been hospitalized for a medical emergency. EMS workers responded to a call at the Glen Tavern Inn in Ventura County, California, Friday. She was taken to the hospital after suffering what is only being called a non-life-threatening medical emergency. No word yet on her current health status. Osbourne is 70. Well, Katie Holmes is getting as far away from her Joey from Dawson's Creek days. She's joined the cast of the upcoming off-Broadway play The Wanderers, written by Anna Ziegler and directed by Barry Edelstein. This will be Katie Holmes' Roundabout Theater Company debut, but she has been on Broadway before. She was in Arthur Miller's All My Sons along John Lithgow. Most recently, she appeared on Broadway in Dead Accountants with Judy Greer and Jane Houdyshell. The Wanderers begins previews performances on Thursday, January 26th, and opens officially February 16th. The show is about an Orthodox Jew who is newly married and has an unexpected email from a movie star played by Holmes, putting his marriage to the test. Wednesday's time, 6:39. Your top headlines are next.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees, it's 5.
So consider this a crossover episode from Fred Drives and Driving and the News. So this is the type of news that you would hear Monday through Friday as I commute to work.
We have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to getrefunds.com/news, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/news. That's getrefunds.com/news.
The station you know, the people you trust. 1010 wins.
The News Watch never stops.
All right, here we go. The headlines.
Is 1010 wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good evening. It's 40 degrees going down to 31 at 6:41 p.m. I'm Cooper Lawrence. Here's what's happening. A strike may be in the near future for nurses across the city if their employers can't agree on a new contract. An FDNY hero who suffered a critical fall at his Brooklyn firehouse is a hero one last time as his family donates his organs. The journalist accounts Elon Musk suspended without initial explanation have all been reinstated. Kids in Hoboken may be confused by all the Santas walking around. It's the city's annual SantaCon. A world record has been broken at a Colorado ski event that had nothing to do with skiing and more to do with bourbon. In sports, Croatia beat Morocco to finish in third place at the World Cup. The Vikings beat the Colts in the biggest comeback in NFL history. How about that? AccuWeather says brisk and chilly this evening with a sprinkle or flurry possible. Tonight, turning out mostly clear and cold, lows in the mid-20s. Tomorrow, partly sunny, brisk, quite chilly, high of 39. Winds News Time 6:41. Time for traffic and transit on the ones with Russ Meyer.
And Cooper, we've got a crash over in Queens to tell you about. It's on the Grand Central eastbound side, a little past 94th Street. It's taking out one lane, and it's causing some busy traffic back towards LaGuardia. Just a heads up, it's not a major delay, at least not yet. We'll keep an eye on it. Also looking at the trek along the Van Wyck. Earlier delays have eased up a bit, but we're still slow southbound from the Grand Central down towards Atlantic Avenue, and northbound, that'll be tied up off the Belt Parkway up towards Linden Boulevard. Now the Belt Parkway westbound side, slow from JFK to Lefferts Boulevard. On the eastbound side, you got some pockets of slower traffic between Flatbush Avenue out towards Pennsylvania Avenue, but no major incidents to report. Also, Bob checked in on our 1010 Winds traffic tip line. Thank you, Bob. He alerted us to a crash on the westbound side of the Southern State over by Bethpage Parkway. That is really backing up traffic towards around Farmingdale Road. He was sitting in that for at least 20 minutes. Eastbound side delays into that area as well. Sunrise Highway doing okay if you want to try that instead. Also in New Jersey, southbound on the Garden State Parkway by 163. In Paramus, you've got some debris in the road center lane block, so be careful. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, the Midtown crossings. 5 to 10 minutes if that for the Midtown Tunnel going into Manhattan. Over at the 59th Street Bridge, no significant slowdowns. Our next report at 6:51. I'm Russ Meyer, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
A strike may be in the near future for nurses across the city if their employers cannot agree on a new contract.
As city hospitals deal with the tridemic, they may also be faced with a strike by its own nurses.
We're going past exit 53. So got a little snippet there of the news. See, that's why you have to watch my videos. You never know what you're going to get in any given video. There might be a surprise. That exit here that we just went past, that's the exit that will take you to Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. Let me fix this camera for you. There we go. And we're now getting ready. We're getting ready to pass exit 54? Or did we just pass exit 54? Don't mind me. I'm a little confused tonight. That's all right. I got my backseaters here to straighten me out. Okay, no, we're getting ready to get to exit 54. Minnesink Road, Totowa, Little Falls. Next right. Speaking of making a right turn, we've all heard the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left. But that's my dad joke for this Fred Drives video. Leave a comment down below if you thought that was a lame dad joke. Of course, most dad jokes are lame by their very nature. That's what makes them fun. As we drive on Route 80 East. Some folks might think that these videos of these major highways are a little boring because it's just road and trees. There's no houses, no structures to see as you're driving. But I wanted to bring you guys with me. I like having the company as I'm driving on these highways and byways. On the left over there is the Macedonian Cultural Center. That's not on the highway, obviously. It's in the city where the highway is cutting through as we go near exit 56, Squarewood Road, Woodland Park, Paterson. It's not that trafficy out here. I'm surprised. Going over the Passaic River. Entering the borough of Woodland Park. And there's the very first sign. Paterson, home sweet home. How many of you remember going on long road trips, whether it's down the shore or into New York or west to Pennsylvania, and driving back, being tired from the long road trip, and finally seeing this very first sign of the word Paterson? The last time we went down to Washington, D.C., and we drove back up, and I remember, let me let that truck come in. There we go. I remember coming back from Washington, D.C. in that very long drive, and it felt so good to see the word Paterson. That traffic on the right is the traffic for the exit to Woodland Park. One thing that I really don't like is when cars stay on this lane where I am now, and they use this lane to cross over, and then at the very last minute they take the exit. So I stand corrected. That was not traffic going to an exit. My apologies. That was a vehicle that was driving with its hazard lights on, and it created a sort of mini jam there in the right-hand lane. But that still doesn't take away from the fact that people do that. When there's a right lane that's the exit only and it's a long traffic line, people will stay in the actual driving lane where I am now and go past all of the traffic that's waiting and have been waiting properly, and then they want to cut in front at the very last minute as if their time was more important than everyone else's time. Alright guys, there's Paterson. And that concludes this Fred Drives video. Ooh, I zoomed out too much. Alright guys, I once again thank you for viewing this video. Please leave a comment on what your favorite parts of the video was. Let me know you watched the video. It really means a lot to me to know that these videos are being enjoyed by you guys. And we'll see you guys on the next video.